Afternoon with Stateside Press with Gage Young, who returns to action this Friday at FAC 15. Gage, how are you?
I'm doing well, brother. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm happy to be talking with you, especially during fight week. Dude, you're 3 days out. How are you feeling?
I feel good, man. Ready to go. Eager to get in there.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Before we talk about your fight, I do have an important question. Uh, who gave you the nickname G Money?
Two of my best friends, Elijah Choate and Chris Brown. Whenever we were kids, we were like the Three Musketeers. I was G Money, Chris was C Breezy, and Elijah was Easy E. So we just kind of started that when we were young, and it stuck. And all throughout high school, people have been calling me G Money, and it just kind of translated over into MMA.
I mean, it works perfectly. It is a great nickname. Um, I did want to touch on your fight back in February, but I also wanted to ask, man, like you started your pro career in the pandemic, like in the heart of the pandemic. How was that?
I guess it wasn't really something I thought about. Training every day. We never closed the gym down or nothing. We just trained right through COVID, and so nothing really changed for me, man. It was really just in the gym every day training, and the world was weird for a little bit. There was a weird vibe to everything, but I mean, for the most part, it was pretty smooth sailing. Just trained and got fights under my belt. Just did what I did. The pandemic was actually a big come up for us. Our coach told us right as it was starting that this could make or break us, and we got to decide what we did with that time. And, we just put our head down and got to work, man.
Awesome, awesome. For anybody that does not know your story, how did you get into mixed martial arts?
I've been wrestling since I was a kid, man. Like I've been wrestling since third grade. I started kickboxing whenever I was like 16 years old, 15 years old, and I fell in love with it. I absolutely loved it, and I couldn't start doing MMA until I was 18 years old. So what we did was I would wrestle for high school, and then like in between my football games and my wrestling, we'd find little kickboxing matches. And so I'd have a football game Friday night, and then I'd kickbox Saturday. And that's kind of how I got into the martial arts world, was through kickboxing and through wrestling. And I figured as soon as I turned 18, I would just mesh the two together. And here we are today, man.
Awesome, awesome. I love hearing come up stories, man. All right, so you knocked out David Evans in February. How do you feel about that performance?
I felt it was a good performance, man. Everything went perfect. I was super locked in for that fight. I knew I was fighting in front of Dana White and the Nelk boys, so I had that pressure added. So it really just got me focused and tuned me into the mission at hand, and that was beating David Evans that night.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. All right. So FA FAC 15, um, Demagio Smith. How do you like this matchup?
I love it, man. I think it's great for me. I think it's probably the perfect next step for me. The dude's good, man. He's tall, he's athletic, he's strong, he's fast. He's a lefty, so the stance will be open. That's a little different. This is what I need. He's gonna be good competition. So I think fighting this guy is gonna help me grow quite a bit. It's gonna be perfect competition for me.
At the end of the day, this Friday, how did you get your hand raised?
However necessary, man. I plan on MMA and this guy to death. So I'm gonna go in ready to get hit. I'm gonna go in ready to hit him with some good stuff. I'm gonna get in his face early. I'm gonna push the pace. If everything goes perfectly, I'll hit him with this right hand and put him down.
Are we gonna get a third straight finish?
Absolutely. Looking for the finish 100%. Not going in there I want to be in there for the least amount of time possible.
Uh,
And finishes are crucial at this stage of my career. The UFC is looking to pick up guys with finishes and a winning record. So I need to be putting these guys away.
yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. What do you want the rest of your year to look like? You're gonna get your second fight underway. You want to get one more, two more in?
Absolutely. I just turned 22 a couple weeks ago. July 14th was my 22nd birthday. So that's kind of where I start my year at. I know a lot of people go off of like the New Year's, but in my head, I'm starting a whole new year. This is my first fight. So I plan on, by the time I'm 23, man, I plan on having, 4 more fights under my belt. I've always been pretty active. I fight every couple months, and I'm so young, there's no reason to not be competing. So I plan on getting right back to work and getting another training camp scheduled.
Awesome. Yeah. So just turned 22. When is the perfect time frame that you would like to take the next big step? Maybe get to the UFC, maybe a Bellator, maybe PFL. Like when would you like to do that?
Whenever the time feels right, my coach James Krause has a real good sense of things like that. So my management team's on top of their stuff too, Team Iridium. So we'll just take it one fight at a time, man. I'm not in no rush. Like I said, I just turned 22. I'm a young kid in this game. I got a big future ahead of me. So I'm not in no rush to get there. We'll beat Demagio Smith. We'll sit down with the team. We'll plan something next, and then if that's the big show, my coach says that it's time, then it's time. It could be before I turn 23. It could be right after I turn 23. I'm ready mentally whenever, so I'll be ready to rock.
Awesome. And finally, man, I wanted to ask about Glory, Glory MMA Fitness. What's it like having Brandon Moreno over there?
Oh, it's awesome, man. Not only Brandon Moreno, but he brought over some teammates. We got Masio, Pitbull Rojo, like his mid coach. Like they're really smart guys. They're good looks to have in the room. Real good energy. They're always smiling. They always got the Mexican music playing. Like they're real good energy, man. And they come from the opposite side of the world. And this is a world champion that we have in our gym now. So it's nothing but benefit. I got real close with those guys, and they'll be watching me fight this weekend for sure, as I'll be watching Brandon Moreno fight this weekend.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was going to ask you. How do you see his fight going this weekend?
Kai Kara France is good. Kai Kara France is really good. I'm excited to see Moreno in there with somebody other than Figgy. They fought so many times back to back, but Brandon Moreno's going to get the job done. However, he has to get it done. We've been working some good stuff. I've been seeing him work. He's so dedicated. He's so focused. That guy's a workhorse. So I'm sure he'll get his hand raised this weekend.
Awesome. Awesome. Gage, thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it. If you want to plug your social media, plug any sponsors you got, you want to thank anybody, the floor is yours.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. G Money MMA on Instagram. And shout out to all my sponsors. They're all from Sedalia. Shout out Blue Moon. Shout out Auto Spa. Shout out Hewlett. I appreciate you guys. You guys make what I do super easy. So without those guys, camp wouldn't be as smooth.